Hi, my name's Kaden, and I'm going to teach you how to make Fluffy Khajiit 3 textures. So first you're going to want these two programs, GIMP, which is free, and also Paint.net, which is free. Then you're going to go to Dynamic Fur Morph and download the texture resource, and then go to Fluffy Khajiit 3 and download the main file. And if you're making a BHUMP texture, download one of those textures, and I'll explain this in a minute because we're not 100% going to use the texture resource. Then download the texture you want to make fluffy. So for example, I'm going to use Khajiit male tiger. If you're doing a male texture, make sure to use a himbo, SOS, or any texture that has high poly feet. Otherwise you're going to have foot texture issues. So first, I'm going to go ahead and open up the folder with my textures. You're going to leave it exactly as is. Do not change the file structure. Do not change the file names because Fluffy Khajiit 3 just uses, the regular format. So go to textures, actors, character, Khajiit male or Khajiit female, whichever gender you're doing. And we need to make the hand textures compatible first. So open up your hand texture with Paint.net and then go to your Fluffy texture resource file and open up the Claw D PNG with Paint.net. Now, there's probably other ways to do this, but I use both Paint.net and GIMP for stuff. First, you're going to go to the hand texture and you're going to go to layers and make a new layer with this little plus sign here. Then you're going to go back to the claws, select it, edit, copy, go back to the hand texture, edit, and paste. You can recolor the nails if you want, how I made mine black for my textures. You hit the recolor button, resize the brush, and then you can just recolor. I don't know why it's green, but it is what it is. So since this is not merged as a layer yet, this is a separate layer, it won't affect your bottom texture. I'm going to undo that. So before you save this, make sure you go back to layers and hit the purple arrow to merge down. Then hit save. Save it. And you're done with that. Now the hand texture is compatible. Now you have to make the normal map compatible. So go back to your textures file, open the hand normal map, then go to the texture resource and open the Claw NM PNG with Paint.net. Now, I like to keep everything even, so this is not the right size. So I'm going to go to Image, Resize, and I want it to be a 2048 even. So I'm going to fix this. 2048. Okay. And same thing that I did with the hand textures, I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to go to the claws, select, edit, copy, go back to the normal map, edit, paste, then merge, and oops, not that, and save. Okay. There, now my hand textures are compatible. I can go ahead and close the Fluffy texture resource, and I'll explain that in a minute. So next, we're going to open up our body texture with GIMP. Okay. Oh, gosh. Let me pretend that none of that was there. Just ignore that. I am not not by any means a video maker or streamer or whatever. Okay. Open this with GIMP. Okay, let it load. Okay. A little window, open DDS is going to pop up. Just sit open. Okay, now I got my texture. Now I'm going to open the texture file for Fluffy Khajiit 3. Okay, so I'm in Fluffy Khajiit 3. I'm going to go to Textures, Actors, Character, Khajiit Male, and I'm going to open up the body texture there with GIMP. So let me explain. You can use the alpha from the Fluffy texture resource, but I feel like this just works better for me. I'm gonna go ahead and take the alpha from the texture itself and then put it onto my texture. So let me explain. I open the Fluffy Khajiit 3 texture. It looks like this. I'm gonna go to Colors, Components, Decompose, and I want just the alpha. So for color model, I'm going to change it to alpha and hit OK. So now I have the alpha. Next, my texture is 4096 and the alpha is 2048. So we're going to resize it. We're going to go to Image, Scale Image, and change it to 4096 even, and scale. Sometimes you'll get a warning that it's making it a bigger size or whatever. Don't worry about it. It's just the alpha. You'll be fine. So now you have the alpha, and we can close the Fluffy Khajiit 3 texture. We don't need it anymore. And then we're going to go back to our texture we're trying to make fluffy. We're going to go Colors, Components, Decompose, and the color model, change it back to RGBA and hit OK. It'll take a second, and now we have this grayscale image. What you're going to do is go back to the alpha, edit, copy, go back to our grayscale image, edit, paste. Now if you see over here we have an alpha copy. You're going to make sure that's selected. You're going to go down to the bottom and find Merge Layers. Now that is our alpha. So now you're going to go to Colors, Components, Compose, Color Model RGBA, hit OK. And that's set. So now you're going to go to File, Export As, then find your texture that you're making fluffy. Let me see. Here's the folder, Textures, Actors, Character, Khajiit Male, and save it over body male, or the female equivalent. Hit Export and Replace. I don't do the compression with GIMP. I do it with paint.net, so that's just the way I did it. That's the way I taught myself to do it. If you are more comfortable with GIMP, you can do GIMP. So I just leave this, hit Export, and then I'm going to open up the texture file and see how it's, it should be transparent now because now it's fluffy compatible, I guess. So I just open it with paint.net again and save, and I let paint.net do the compression, so BC7, linear, bitmaps, all that stuff, and hit OK. And now it's ready. So we did the body texture, now we got to do the hands. So you're going to open the hand texture with GIMP, and it's pretty much the same process as the body texture. Okay, we have the hand texture, then we're going to go back to Fluffy Khajiit 3 textures, open their hand texture with GIMP, and we're going to yoink the alpha from this. So we got Fluffy Khajiit 3 texture, we're going to go to, oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice here. We're going to go to Colors, Components, Decompose. We just want the alpha, so we're going to change the color model to alpha, hit OK. Now we've got the alpha. It's not the same size as our hand texture, so we got to change the alpha to 2048. So go to our alpha, image, scale image, 2048, scale. Okay, we're going to go to our hand texture, colors, components, decompose, change the color model to RGBA, hit OK. Now we've got our grayscale image. We're going to go back to our hand alpha, edit, copy, go to our grayscale image, edit, paste, select our alpha copy, hit the merge down button, and then go to colors, components, compose. Make sure the color model is RGBA, hit OK. Now we got something that looks like this. We're going to go to File, Export As, then find the texture file and save it over the hands DDS, export, replace. Again, you can compress it here in GIMP, or you can do it like me, the weird way, and compress it with paint.net. So I'm going to go to my textures, going to open it with paint.net, and save, and OK. And that's it. Now my textures are ready. Just, zip it all up, and you can share it, make your own mod. Just make sure to credit Sandant. They did make the Fluffy Khajiit 3 and the resources that we used. And that's it, Go wild. Bye.